Look, man.
Where?
Oh, I see.
Wow.
Oh, my. Bowen, look over there.
Wow, is that
culture? Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah. Las Culturistas.
Ding dong, Las Culturistas calling.
Welcome to the Cavalcade of Perversion.
Oh, I'm so excited. I'm wearing my Seth Bogart merch for our guest.
Yeah.
This is what they sold at the Academy Museum.
Which, come on.
Which was
18 rooms.
Oh my God! How are you up on the?
Because I did my research.
On the exhibit or on the museum?
Did you see the exhibit?
I did indeed go to the exhibit.
It was fab.
You went?
Yeah, I did go.
Amazing.
It's a major day, and also I feel like the spirit of the guest was on the New York City streets today, because I'm walking down the street and I'm wearing sort of a jacket that I didn't realize had holes in it. And so medication I was holding in my jacket fell out. Just beta blockers. Felt like anxiety meds fell on the street. And a woman ran up, a crazy woman with a like a pin, like a clothespin, ran up and said, "Do you need a clothespin?" And I was like, "What?" And she goes, "For your hole." And I was like, okay, today is the day John Waters is on West Coast.
My God.
Because a woman just ran up to me with a big clothespin and offered it for me to have for my hole, Bo.
For your hole.
I was like, if this isn't a John Waters film,
absolutely,
it would need to have been a lot bigger, I think. Well, everything would need to be more outsized.
Did you pick up your meds?
I got them. Don't worry,
Off the
everyone.
ground?
No, we're okay.
This is so wonderful. He just celebrated his 80th birthday.
Happy birthday.
He's on his Going to Extremes tour. He's going to Fire Island for the first time in a minute.
He sure is. You're going to see him at the Ice Palace.
He's now part of the, I guess, turf war, if you want to call it that, between Fire Island and Provincetown. But he's a P-Town guy.
Oh yeah, you are kind of like showing your cards there.
Wow. I don't really know what else to say. He's my favorite director ever. I've said this on record. I had a hard time picking between Female Trouble and Multiple Maniacs in the Criterion Closet.
And what did you choose?
I chose Multiple Maniacs because it's the most shocking movie still of all time to me, because of what Mink Stoll and Divine do in the church. If you know, you know. Oh my God. And I was watching Serial Mom on the plane yesterday for the first time in years, and that is a perfect movie.
It sure is.
Perfect film.
Yeah.
It's, oh my God. And I had a sex dream about
Johnny Depp today, not even from Crybaby.
No, I had a sex dream about Matthew Lillard.
Well, that's just gonna happen.
But he was like, he had like a dark beard, and he was just all muscly.
I love the Lillard.
I love the Lillard. Well, he's my favorite. He's here. Everyone, please welcome John Waters.
Thank you very much.
And happy birthday again.
Thank you. I know my birthday. My God, it was so overhyped that people were yelling happy birthday to me on the subway, strangers.
What more could you ask for?
What's the appropriate level of hype for your 80th birthday?
Well, I did 59 shows on the road last year, but I did 9 birthday shows. No, 8, I think, in like 10 days or something. So I'm a carny. I'm on the road.
But the math works out. 8 shows. No, what is it?
Well, I think it was 7 or 8 in 9 days. I forget, but I did them. I was every day doing a different city. It was great.
But you don't. But I feel like you're a little bit allergic to like overpraise, right? And this is mostly what this podcast is.
Well, no, I'm not. I'm just used to. I built a career on bad reviews. Now, when I get good ones, I'm shocked. I take them with no irony. Like when the Academy Awards had a museum, how would that ever be possible?
You were like, you weren't checking for me before.
But it was so great. It was wonderful.
Amazing.
No, I don't feel like Janis Joplin when she went back to her high school reunion after she was famous, and people were still mean to her. Did you ever see that footage?
They were still mean to her?
Yes.
No one could give a
Which is kind of funny.
She
thought she was going to go in and be like, ha, showed you, and they were still hateful. Hi, ugly. Basically, they didn't say that. They didn't say that, but they acted like that.
Yeah, they felt it. They thought it.
But are people still mean to you from back in the day?
Never. The people that were mean to me then didn't matter. We put them in the ads. We put the bad quotes in the ads.
Yeah.
But then you'll never put the good quotes now in anything necessarily, right?
Oh, sure we would. We would put them on when my screenplay books came out. But we did publish on the back, the only quote was from the New York Times for Desperate Living, which Criterion is putting out in 4K
Let's go.
very soon. But the quote was, you can look far and wide and you'll never find, but you could look far and wide to find a film this ugly, but really, why would you? That was the New York Times quote, and that's on the only thing on the back of the screenplay book.
That's wonderful.
Some of the bad reviews are written the most elegantly, I feel. You know what I mean?
Well,
it's like
then
sometimes
bad
people
reviews mattered. Today, it doesn't really hurt you that much.
or does it
critics
help?
don't have the power they used to. Like it used to, if you were an art film, you got a rave review in the New York Times, it was a hit.
Yeah.
Today, it doesn't mean it's a hit. If it's the bad one, it's still a bomb.
Right.
But then we have friends who have made what I think were immediately considered future cult classics. Like our friends Josh Sharp and Aaron Jackson made a movie called Dix the Musical.
Yes, I saw it. Yeah.
You did?
Yeah, definitely.
Starring Bowen as God.
But the thing is, a cult classic is the worst thing you can say when you're trying to get financing. That means 5 smart people liked it and it lost money. Serial Mom was a failure when it came out. The executive that he doesn't care that it's a hit 20 years later. He was fired because the movie didn't make money.
Right. Yeah, that's all that matters.
Do you keep in touch with them?
No. I bought a house with the money he gave me.
There you go.
He got
That's all that
something out
matters.
of it. He got something. He lost his job, but he wouldn't have been
No,
happy.
but he was fair. And, it's just like my movies are weird. They test it. They go to Mid-America to test it. Why? Those that's not where they're going to play the best.
Yeah, but you know what, though? The person that needs those movies in Mid-America, like, thank God they went out and tested there. They get to say, I got to really find my freak.
But now it's a different world. When I go everywhere, my audience is, if it's in Iowa or New York, they're the same. They're smart. They dress well. They've seen every movie because you don't have to go anywhere anymore.
Right.
You can stay where you are and make it better.
Yeah, 100%.
I feel like there is something about maybe Hairspray doing so well that's like the punkiest thing you ever
It's the most devious because it's snuck in. It plays in Florida in grade schools and nobody bitches.
PG.
2 men singing a love song, encouraging interracial dating. Racists even like it. They're so stupid.
Yes.
Wow. So I was reading that you were initially... Were you shocked by the PG rating, or were you just like, I can't believe we made something?
No, I was shocked by it
Yeah.
just because it was Divine and I.
Right.
And then New Line at the time was shocked too. They wanted me to put the word shit in so we'd get a PG-13 at least. I said, no, let's keep it. That's the shock.
Now-
that it is PG.
Yeah, this is the race we're running.
Because I even saw Hairspray for the first time in the 7th grade.
Well, that's fine.
So there you go.
It's perfectly should see it at any age. That movie's fine. I think it would get a G today.
Yeah.
You would get
it
a G
probably
today,
would.
but I just remember it being, because I think that was my first technical exposure, and it was when like they're playing. It's when like the woman's holding the sign up that says falsies, and I was like, oh, there's something different about this movie, and
Criterion is putting it out now, but we have the scenes that were cut out where Tracy's mean, where she's mean to the kids that work in the drug shop. She gets a hickey in the car and says, hope he doesn't have blue balls, and breaks into Amber's house, reads her diary and dyes her hair in her own house. Stuff that wisely got cut out because it goes so far away from the nice girl that Tracy was.
right.
But now I want to see the movie of Alt Tracy.
Yeah.
Of all Tracy.
Hairspray
bad
in the
Tracy.
other dimension.
Yeah.
Do you and Adam Shankman still keep in touch?
Yeah, definitely.
So Matt's in an Adam Shankman film now.
Oh, good. Which one?
The Stop That Train.
Wow, great.
It's going to
Good.
be really fun. It's real. I mean, it just, you forget about a time when movies just went for the fucking joke in every single scene. That's what this is.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah,
I'll
it's
pay
gonna
to
be
see
great.
it. That's what you do for your friends. You
Pay.
to see it the Friday night it opens in a theater.
Absolutely. It's exciting to be excited about a movie coming out.
Absolutely. But on that note, it's like with like the Dix the Musical thing, as it came out, it screened at TIFF, Midnight Madness, people were like, this is a future cult classic. And then, and like you say, like Josh and Aaron were like, but wait a minute. We wanted this to be like a current
hit now.
A hit now.
A future cult classic means it bombed.
Yeah.
And it will take like years of fermenting or whatever, or a patina or something.
And you can't make a cult movie happen.
No.
I mean, I remember when Mommy Dearest, after it came out, they tried to make it a midnight movie. But why did not drag queens go to the Melania documentary dressed as her and shout out stuff like Rocky Horror? Wouldn't that have been the most hilarious
I know. Take
protest?
it back from them.
So great it would have been. Well,
Sure.
Republicans have female impersonators.
It's
Yes,
drag.
they do.
Yeah.
It's a gender
It's just they're
affirmation.
women underneath.
I
course.
can't believe what the drag show that happens at every Republican event now.
Well, they
come
all
out,
look the same. They all look like elderly porn stars.
Yeah.
But I do Fox. Whenever I go on the shows, they're nice to me, and I sell so many books when I do Fox. It's amazing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are you seeing where the sales are coming from? Like,
no, I mean, I don't care. If they bought the book, it's certainly not encouraging what they're saying. And they were nice to me on the shows. I don't have any trouble. But everybody that works there looks the same. They all
it is
look
a little
like
odd.
hot. Women that look like. I don't know, people said to me, did you ever go to Jeffrey Epstein's island? What would I do there? I'd be home, Pussy Island. I would be hiding under a desk. It would have been ducking. No, I didn't go there.
No shared interests.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you have this air of respectability now as you walk into a room?
Yes, I'm so respectable I could puke. I said that at the Academy Awards Museum. Yes, but it's great. It's nice. It's not. I don't take it as revenge or anything. I think it's just things change.
Yeah.
At what point did things become cult classics to you in terms of certain films? And I know that's a dirty term.
Well, when Pink Flamingos came out right away, it became a midnight thing. So I could tell then it was working. And that was totally by audiences. We went to each city at a separate time and did one city at a time. This was before video, before internet or anything. So you'd go to a city, it would start 1 day a week, then 2 days, 3 days, 4 days. So it took 2 years for Pink Flamingos to open around the country.
But is there a rolling timeline with like Hairspray doing great as it comes out, but then Crybaby and then Serial Mom.
Hairspray was a hit for real.
Yes.
Crybaby was definitely not.
But then was there this like delayed sort of like push of like Crybaby then becomes a cult hit, and then Serial Mom becomes a cult? Like do you get what I'm saying?
Yes, but I've never gotten profit participation from Crybaby or Serial Mom. They've never broken even.
Wow.
Interesting.
But they cost a lot of money.
Yes, of course.
I was wondering about, just because you talk about building a career on bad reviews, etc. They accumulate, and then suddenly you're working with Johnny Depp on Crybaby, and he was truly like, Leo before Leo, the marquee idol. Does a star at that level seek you out because he liked your work? Or
I went to him.
You went to him
because I knew he was like Justin Bieber at the time. He was on the cover of every teen magazine, but he hated that image. Stick with us. We'll get rid of that.
Yeah. We'll fuck it up a little bit. Yeah,
the
totally.
same way Patty Hearst made a movie with me. She was sick of being a kidnap victim.
You just
and
want
everything
to change.
changes. I went to a big fancy dinner where she was honored, and the man sitting at her table, I said, "How do you know Patricia?" And he said, "Well, she robbed the Hibernian Bank, which I owned." And he paid $5,000 to have dinner with her.
I love it.
She robbed his bank.
Well, when she was in SLA, I mean,
Yeah.
she didn't think it up. She didn't know where the bank was. But still, I mean, it's amazing how things change. It's the same way as what me getting picked by the National Registry picked Pink Flamingos as a great American film. What was the scene in that screening that made him decide that? Do my balls, mama? I mean, what line? The singing asshole? I'm trying to think what particular
I would think
scene.
both of those things.
Both.
Well,
Those
maybe,
things.
but that means they've got a pretty good sense of humor.
They placed that movie above The Graduate.
That
They
was
do.
Variety.
Oh, that was
Picked
Variety.
100 best comedies, and I was there with Charlie Chaplin. It was hilarious because when the movie first came out, we got one of the best bad reviews everywhere from Variety, and they later said that they were wrong, which was very funny. And I love Variety. I've been reading it since I was 15 years old.
Do you remember what they initially had said?
Oh yeah, beyond a doubt, the most disgusting film in film history. Something really good.
Something very declarative and perfect, marquee.
It wasn't pussyfooting around.
No. Direct communication.
You have to know. I think I even told you this when we first met, but at like almost every other show at SNL or every table read, Sarah Sherman and I would try to write in me as any old character screaming, "No, Gator, no, Gator, no!" from Female Trouble.
That's Edith. Yeah,
That's Edith.
Yeah.
And Lauren just like frowning at me, being like, "Why are you screaming? What is this from? Why?"
One of our great screamers.
Sarah and I bonded for the first time because we each had Female Trouble.
Well, I was in Sarah's show recently.
I know.
Which was great
Brilliant.
fun.
Did you watch the whole thing?
Of course. And when am I going to host Saturday Night Live?
I don't know.
that would be genius.
You would be wonderful.
I could write a good one.
your
And
in
with the
now.
crew. I could write. It's the only time I could ever write with somebody else.
Oh my gosh. I'll come back for that.
All right, good.
I would
And
love
you
that.
can do Edith.
I can do Edith. Wait, I've meant to ask because I think when we met was right before Leslie Van Houten got paroled.
Yeah, I don't talk about that anymore because I'll tell you why, and I get why you ask. There's no such person anymore. She's never going to talk about it again. She's vanished. It's over.
Yes, because and this actually goes back to what you're saying about everything changes. Like even something as like completely immoral and dark and awful and inhumane about what she was involved in and what she did.
Well, immoral when you're 19 and meet the biggest madman on history, but she never blamed him. She
never-
said it was her fault for making him a cult leader. So all I'm saying is I just don't talk about it anymore, only because it's over. He's dead.
Yes.
It's not over for the victims, and nobody's saying that.
Yes, yes.
I get why the victims. You cannot ask for forgiveness. If they give it, it's amazing. Like Charlie Kirk's wife, the next day, she did say she forgave who did it. That is Christian.
It is Christian, for better or for worse.
Well, I'm just saying it's hard to do that. I'm not picking sides. If somebody killed my mother, could I ever forgive them? That's a really amazing thing. But I'm not talking about that. I'm just saying that she was paroled correctly and she's out. There's no such person. She's never going to talk about it. It's over.
It's done, and there is like and you as a storyteller can understand like the ending of something, like the resolution of something where you're like, there's nothing to talk about.
There isn't. The story's been told a million times. It's a terrible story. And what point would it be for her to talk about it? There's no point.
I completely understand. I just was always so curious, especially because and we're not going to talk about it anymore, but it's like, oh, it's over, it's done. And like, you wrote such a beautiful essay about.
Thank you. And I think that the LA Times editorial, it is time for her to live amongst us again, made the governor not turn it down.
Yes.
So the paper that made it the most notorious case in the world also amazingly, and I believe correctly, ended it.
And I think through her, you really looked at your own sort of obsession with.
Oh, yeah.
Charles
I
Manson.
apologized for a lot of
Yes,
stuff.
yes.
Yeah. And now true crime, I mean, when we made Serial Mom, that was a joke on it. But now that was before true crime was as popular as it is. And now Serial Mom, it looks like OJ. It was before OJ even.
But it wasn't even meant to be prescient, was it? You were just kind of doing something.
Well, I was parodying true crime, definitely.
Yes. Introducing M&M's caramel you already love, now popped into a totally new texture.
I'd say M&Ms are one of those truly iconic snacks.
They've just launched a brand new freeze-dried innovation that brings a whole new vibe to the M&M lineup.
I mean, come on. What's not to love about M&Ms by itself?
And if it's freeze-dried, I feel like I'm in space. M&M's continues to be that girl. The crunch is unexpected in the best way.
Way crisper than you'd think. Like you bite into one and there's this little pop that you don't see coming from something that still tastes like classic M&M's caramel.
Sure, they don't look exactly like the M&Ms you know, but they are the M&Ms you love. They're perfect for snacking when watching television, scrolling on your phone, or settling in for a movie.
And I'm already thinking they'll be great to have on hand while watching the Culture Awards.
Yes. The best part is they've got that classic M&M's caramel flavor. It's available in stores now.
I'm going to try one right now. Amazing.
Pop, pop.
I really do like them.
Do you talk to Kathleen Turner still?
Of course, we're great friends.
She's one of the greats.
She just played Gertrude Stein on stage.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. See, I don't keep... I got to keep up with Kathleen.
Kathleen Turner, that's a signature presence.
Oh, Kathleen's great. Good friend, funny. She doesn't suffer fools, but she's smart
You can
as hell
tell.
and a really good actress.
You can tell.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so we have to ask you. I know you have your preparation
I'm prepared.
here.
Yeah.
And that is perfect. We have a question that we ask every single person that comes on the show, and that, sir, was what was the culture that made you say, culture was for me? These early influences that made you, when you really look back on it, become John Waters or start.
There was one culture only, and that was being a beatnik. When I read in Life magazine about 10 years old, I wanted bongos. Deo, deo.
Yeah.
You know, I went to coffee houses where they had poetry. I wanted to wear sandals, dirty sweatshirts,
With your
the girls
feet
with
out.
black nylons with seams in the back, and turtlenecks. I still wear turtlenecks to this day
I
because
love
of
it.
beatniks. Poetry, coffee houses, interracial couples, Howells, City Lights Bookshop, North Beach, Allen Ginsberg and his boyfriend, Peter. That was the first queer beatniks. Junkie, William Burroughs, a junkie
William
queer on
Burroughs.
top of it.
Oh, wow.
Leroy Jones, I always loved him. And Maynard G. Krebs from Dobie Gillis, the first beatnik. And Malcolm Sowell, the most famous beatnik in Baltimore, who was the star of my first movie. And I just had my first poem published in The Atlantic last month.
Come on.
Now I'm officially
You're a
a
beatnik.
beatnik.
You're a beatnik. You made it. What was your first sort of exposure to this culture?
Life magazine,
Life
when I read
magazine?
about beatniks. Yeah. Life magazine corrupted me. I read about junkies, homosexuals, beatniks, everything Life magazine covered, and every family got Life magazine.
Yeah. Wow.
Was this what led you to your first LSD trip?
Certainly.
Yeah.
Beatniks became hippies, hippies became punks. And still now I'm a beatnik. I went back to being a beatnik.
Right.
Yeah.
But what was
Pia Zadora in Hairspray is a beatnik
Yes.
and reads Howells. And Allen Ginsberg was mad and he was pissed. I asked him if I could use it.
Were you? Because how old were you? How old were you on the first trip?
The first acid I took was in 1964. It wasn't even illegal till 68, I believe. And they used it in a mental institution for alcoholism, and my friend worked there, and he stole it.
And it was
Whoa.
It was Sandoz acid. It was so strong.
Was it really? It was stronger then.
Yeah. And I did it a lot then, and then I stopped, and then I did it again for my book when I was 70 years old with Ming Stoll. We took acid again, and we hadn't in 50 years. It was still good.
It was still good?
I'd only tell old people to take it, not young
Really?
people, stupid.
Why
The
is that?
60s are over. Because now when your family's concerned, when you're old, you say, I'm not have dementia, I'm tripping.
Yeah, I'm just vibing.
Wow. And that's the last time.
Yes, I would need to never do it again. And it was no like microdoses these young pussies take.
I know. The little
This
spray
was
you see that
taken
people
from
have.
Timothy Leary's asshole.
Oh my
It
god.
was the best acid I ever took in my whole life.
So I did it for the first time at the tender age of like 27, and I still feel like I have holes in my brain.
Was
because
that
of-
the?
Oh, so it wasn't a
were we
good
together?
experience?
No, we were not
Oh,
together.
yeah, we were.
What's
It
that?
It wasn't good?
It was a great experience. I still have a fear that I took a melon ball or to my head, and I'm like, am I less of a person now because
He's
of that?
so much smarter now after it.
I think you're probably better. Although some
He is
people
better.
I took LSD with went crazy, they became drug addicts. So it didn't do that to me. I'm not saying that it's for everybody.
No,
Right.
of course.
And if you ever see, even Bill, who was the head of AA, who invented it, he wanted people to take acid. Have you ever seen it online when he says, can you see it? That's like the one people in AA don't exactly agree with. Same way Freud was wrong about cocaine. He was right about a lot of things, and penis envy is making a comeback.
Penis envy is making a comeback.
Yeah.
It's
That's Surreal culture, number 30.
penis envy is making a comeback. It's the whole looks maxing thing.
Yeah.
Like I connected to that. It's like there's like this need for male approval and like right wing
Well, it's
circles.
also now, them told me that when you go home with somebody now, you don't know what you're going to get. They said, whatever it is, it's politically correct to call it a bonus hole. It is?
A bonus hole.
How do you talk dirty? Get that bonus hole. I mean,
You get your
how
special,
do
you get
talk
my
dirty?
bonus
Tuck
hole.
that dick cocksucker. I don't know. It used to be Shut Up and Blow Me. That was the best porn title ever.
Shut up and blow me.
Yeah, but that's politically incorrect. You can't say that. And
Is
I did a photo piece of that headline, and all women bought it. Powerful women for their office,
Yeah, good.
which I loved.
No, I love when
Yeah.
we gotta suck my dick from a woman.
Yeah.
I mean,
Did you ever did you watch Heated Rivalry?
Which yes, I did.
yeah.
So that I feel like is appealing mostly to women.
To women, it is, which is amazing to me. And I always heard, and I asked butch lesbians if this is true, and they said yes, that butch lesbians like to watch gay men's porn. I don't get why.
Literally, my therapist is
Yeah.
a lesbian. She, every session, without fail, brings up Heated Rivalry to the point where I'm therapizing her. I keep being like, so you've brought it up again.
And
They're
I
not
just want
supposed
to
to bring up
ask.
their personal life.
But the thing is, I'm
get
just
your
like,
money back.
at a certain point, I'm like, because she always relates in an interesting way.
Yeah.
But she is a lesbian who's into heated
But
rivalry.
that's not hardcore. That's softcore.
No.
They're
No.
going to watch it. And I asked one, they said they want to have the big dicks themselves and
Exactly.
imagine it. I guess. I don't know if that's true.
Penis
because-
envy?
No.
Well,
Well,
that's a form of penis
maybe
envy for a cis woman to
size
have.
envy. Or I don't know.
I think it has to do with safety, to be honest with you. I think it has to do with watching like a love and a sex that has nothing to do with you, and therefore it's kind of like I feel detached from it, and it's kind of nice. I think that's why so many women are fanatical about heated rivalry. Not to say that gay men aren't, but it's different. There's like a passion towards the show.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good.
Yeah,
It's a new
I-
audience they didn't count on.
No, and I love that, and I
And I
love
bet
that.
the test screenings didn't predict that.
No.
No, and did you watch Hunting Wives?
No.
See, that was a lesbian Fantasia in Texas.
No, it's so hard to turn on the TV that I have to have 3 assistants there to help me, or I'll
Well-
be duct taped to my bed.
That it's I
I need the same. I barely know how to work the remotes either.
I yearn for 3 channels, rabbit ears,
I
and
know.
tinfoil because so many. It's so hard.
It's too much.
And the Sonos update. When I get them, I have to go to a mental institution.
I have
You're not
3
allowed to
Sonos
say that
can't.
anymore either.
No,
You
yes,
are allowed to
you
say
can.
that.
mental. I don't think you can say. Is that politically incorrect to say?
You can
it?
say send me to a mental institution,
I know,
and
on
if you
this show,
can,
yeah,
then
I'm
this
just
show
saying.
is over. If
Yeah.
you can't say that, we're ending the show.
How
How about that?
I still say I need to be institutionalized, and sometimes I do feel that. It's
Well,
a Munchausen
Betty Davis
syndrome.
had the best line about that when they asked her about Faye Dunaway. She said, she belongs in an institution, and I don't mean marriage.
My favorite Betty Davis quote is someone asked her, "How do you get into Hollywood?" And she goes, "Take Fountain."
Yeah, that's great.
My
Best
favorite.
thing she learned.
And there's
yeah.
always the
And I
famous
do
one.
take Fountain, and I always think of that when I'm there.
It's
Yeah.
Betty
She
Davis.
lived on Fountain at the end. In a condo, she did, I think. Yeah.
Favorite Hollywood star of all time.
Lana Turner. And I'm still friends with her daughter, Cheryl, the most famous juvenile delinquent in Hollywood who killed Johnny Stompanato. And I had Thanksgiving dinner one year with Cheryl, her lesbian girlfriend, Lily Tomlin, and Lana Turner, and myself.
How do you find these bank robbers? How, do they come to you, or do you find?
Well, Cheryl was very famous. If you look back on that case, it was one of the most famous cases in
really?
the 50s. And in one of my books, I said I wanted to meet her, and her hairdresser read it and showed her, and she called me.
Wow.
This is just a lesser version of what you've probably understood. Is that through this, like, we'll mention one thing or one person, and it somehow finds its way to them. And I'm like, that is dangerous. I feel like it is not necessarily a force for good for me in my mental health. You know what
Because
I mean?
it gets it. Well, I've always said the only person left I want to meet is Eminem, and he still hasn't called me, and I've said it for 2 years.
Why? What's the
know.
What do you
deal?
think is
I
his?
like him.
What do you think is his deal?
I'm all for him. Good. Maybe he's better than me.
I highly doubt that.
It's because he was.
He's not homophobic. He gave Elton John and David for the wedding matching gold cock rings. He's not homophobic.
He's not homophobic, but is that part of the fascination for you? Like that
No,
he was so
I
rampantly.
just like his record. And I used to go to this redneck bar in Baltimore where it was all white guys dressed like black rappers hung out. And every time I walk in, they'd play Puke by Eminem as a tribute to me.
Oh, wonderful!
So every time I walk in, they go, "Bleh," and I go, hi, everybody, and I'd sit down. So it was just a personal thing.
So did you get the Eminem of it all when he had first come out? Because I think as young gays, hearing him on the radio say things like faggot and like whatever, like stuff like that, I think it bothered us because we had our guards up. But you at that time
It didn't
hearing his
bother
music,
me.
it didn't bother you.
Didn't bother you.
No, I thought it was
You were
like
entertained.
he was just causing trouble like
Yeah.
we did. I don't know. Because it was just a white person being a rapper was so new and people hadn't seen that. And
Right.
it was over the edge, but no, I always liked him.
Yeah.
You love something or someone who chafes something.
Who does something first and changes how we think about things,
Yeah.
which he did do.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Puke, you can play the record.
Mom
Maybe you can play
spaghetti.
the record at the beginning of the show or put it under me. Now.
We'll put it under. It'll score.
Blend it.
We will
just
pay for the
Mix
rights.
it in.
Yes.
Lightly throughout the episode.
Yes.
I think we can make it happen on this show. Eminem, if Eminem's team people are getting this, what would you like that encounter to be? Where would you want to be? What are you guys doing?
Oh, just in private, so we're not exploiting it.
Of course.
You know,
Come to
'cause I'm
P-Town,
just friends
Eminem.
with them. Yeah.
Yes.
They'll love you. I always
Sing
said
puke to me, please.
Say croon puke. And this is something that you cherish, right? Like you don't want these interactions to be for public consumption.
No. And if he wanted to talk about, it's just the kind of thing. I have met almost every famous person I ever want to meet. And I'm not bragging, but just I've been doing this. I'm 80 years old. I've been doing it for 50 years.
Yeah.
And that's thrilling. It's exciting. And they like to meet you too. It's fun. But at the same time, I have great friends that are not famous. My closest friends are not famous and I've had for 50 years. And I don't trust people that don't have old friends.
Absolutely. I feel like I'm now getting to the point where my old friends are college friends, but I feel like I did a full hard reset once I moved to New York. Mm-hmm. I feel like Matt's really good because he grew up in Long Island, relatively close. Like you still have a connection to like those people that you
I'm
grew
still
up with.
But Facebook friend, that's not a friend.
No.
You have to
what
work
it
at it.
is?
You have to go out.
You have
to
to.
get your hair done. You have to see them in person. You have to go to their house. It's not just that. It's easy to do that, but to be a real friend is work.
Yeah, it is. And what's that they say? Like discomfort is a friend of community. Like in order to like really maintain community, you have to just make yourselves a little uncomfortable sometimes. Like maybe you haven't seen someone in a long time, get out there to dinner and go see them. I try to see my old friends at least twice a year.
Yep.
And then, it's funny you say college friends are now old friends. That was technically half our life.
I know.
You know what I mean? Like, which just feels like it went by like that, but I've known you half my life.
I've known you. Yeah, that's crazy.
That's kind of wild.
My best friend is Pat Moran, who's won, she's cast all my movies. She cast The Wire. She's won Emmys. But
Wow.
We met because we had the same boyfriend, and I've known her for 60 years, and we've talked every single day for 60 years.
So was it hard having the same boyfriend at first?
Not really.
No.
They're both dead, and we're friends.
Who had him last?
I'm not going to say that.
Who had him best?
I'm sorry. I really admire. This is the thing that I maybe took for granted is that you do have this wonderful protectiveness over information and people and lives. That
My personal life, nobody knows.
Interesting.
I mean, I don't hide it, but none of the boyfriends I have want to be in the press.
Exactly, and yet
Right.
you're still known. You're still in the agora. You're still like. I do find it. You were also my first exposure into what P-Town was.
Yeah, this is my 63rd summer there.
I was going to ask.
Wow.
Yeah. So you've seen it all there.
Oh yeah, I used to be friends with Norman Mailer. I worked in the bookshop. I waited on Robert Motherwell.
You worked in the bookshop.
The Provincetown bookshop was my main job. The old one, where the Porthole building is a pot shop now. It's now across the street.
Yeah.
But I worked there, and I worked before that for Molly Malone Cook and Mary Oliver before she was famous. She was my boss, and she was huddled on the back in a pea coat acting crazy.
Wow.
But it's when I thought she's turned in her grave when I had a poem published last week.
Oh,
But
I'm sure she's so
was my
proud.
great
He's a
friend.
beatnik.
I was with her when she won the Pulitzer, when she got her award, or whatever award she got, Pulitzer, I think. Yeah. And so I knew him forever, and I worked in both the bookshops there. That was my education.
Yeah.
Did you ever do those? Because now they have those artist residencies and those shacks on the beach.
Yeah, I don't want to be out there.
We
It's
took
like,
the,
it's fun for an hour. I'm not lugging water out there.
No, there's
That's
no plumbing.
tough.
You shit in the sand.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
We did like the Jeep tour out there.
That's
and
good.
I couldn't believe how far out.
No, it's great, but I'm not lugging my stuff out there.
No, certainly not. Not you.
Have a coyote come shit on me.
At
when
this
I'm
juncture, no.
I'm saying like you still expose yourself, but you are protective of others.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't tell dirt about people that don't want it. No, I never do. I never say mean things about people. I learned a long time ago because then I sit next to them at a dinner.
Literally, yeah.
They
It
put
doesn't
me
matter
next to
when.
'em, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think and thank you for bringing this up because I think this is what Matt and I have learned because we used to kind of speak a little too freely on this. You know what I mean?
Well,
and
then you don't know. I've had to sit next to critics who gave me terrible reviews. They're uptight too.
Yeah.
Right. And they're nervous to meet you.
Well, they don't want to sit next to me at dinner. It's an irresponsible host that puts you there.
Or it was a devious host that was doing what they want to do.
But I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
I'm fine with it.
Yeah, well, you can handle whatever.
You can handle whatever. I feel like there is this. I have Mr. Know-It-All, which I bought in Boston. I have my hard copy with me. if you will sign it later.
Of course I will.
Thank you. But it was that
Not
where
like he asked me to change a flat.
and I have a flat you
Which
have
I
to
couldn't
change.
do. If I had to change a flat tire or die, I'd have to die.
Yeah, that's the
If
thing.
I had to open the hood of my car or die, I'd have to die.
So have you always chosen partners that this is a thing they can do handy?
They can all do it better than I can.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
We've had conversations here with gay men of all stripes who are like
All persuasions.
all persuasions who are like, if I'm forced to do anything manual, like I choose death.
No, if the grid goes down, we were like a couple friends of ours. They're talking about getting guns for when the grid goes down.
Well, you know,
Two
there
gay
is
guys.
gays against guns, which I'm for. But then I saw somebody with a shirt on that said, give fags guns, which made me laugh
That
too.
made you laugh more.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, these gays are like, when the grid goes down, we're both getting guns. I'm like, babe, when the grid goes down, I'm out of here.
I'll shoot myself in my leg if I had a gun.
You're never the only one that
I've
said
shot
that.
a gun once. A biker, a straight biker I know, took me in his Cadillac limousine, broken down thing, and we shot machine guns in the woods, and it was fun.
Your first gun was a machine gun.
Only gun.
First and only gun. Listen.
With a real biker, too, a straight guy I knew.
And so you knew him
Yeah.
enough that you...
Well, he invited me.
Yeah, sure.
And it wasn't like to not blow him. Or
Yeah.
It wasn't like
No,
that.
it's just machine guns in the
Yeah.
woods. I
He's
didn't
in
blow
one of
him or
my
anything.
movies. He's in Desperate Living. He plays Eater. He has the line, "You can suck my royal hemorrhoids, you fat pig." That's his only line in the movie. That's
Only
it.
line in cinema.
And what year was this that you shot the gun?
77.
Okay, so at that point you'd already you'd already used guns in your films.
In Pink Flamingos, that gun
Yes.
that Divine shooting is a real gun with real bullets in it that just the unit photographer happened to own. We had no safety people. I don't know. We're
No.
lucky, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, there was nobody standing in front of him when he shot it.
Sure,
but
sure,
Divine
sure.
certainly was not pistol safety. It was not one of his top things at the time.
And did you have an intimacy coordinator on that set?
I always imagine when an intimacy. Do you mind eating shit? Is that okay? An intimacy.
How do you feel eating this shit?
And even in my last movie, A Dirty Shame, all the extras had to make out and hump with each other for hours every night. They didn't know each other.
Of
They
course.
just started laughing. I read a thing about Pasolini's Salo where they were underage and nude in it, and they said we had the best time. When he'd say cut, we'd just start laughing.
Yeah.
We had the best time.
What I will appreciate intimacy coordinators, let's say on Pink Flamingos, they would have said, this is how I would eat shit just so you have a way in and you don't have to second guess it.
Did you ever work with them?
I've worked with one and
what was the scene that they had to advise you on?
right. So you're gonna love this. It was just two guys making out at the club, and I was like, I've had experience doing this.
Was it a stranger?
It was.
Was it an extra?
It was my love interest in the movie.
Oh, so it was someone that you work with every day. That's just called acting.
Right.
That's stunt work, maybe.
But they did give actually good blocking camera
Well,
sort of.
that's different than
And this is and
not a lot of tongue.
not a lot of tongue, and I think this was something that I appreciated that knowledge, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think I obviously would never wish an intimacy coordinator upon you. I would never want you.
They'd
to
run.
They'd run.
They'd just run.
They would run.
We had, for my last novel, my only novel, Liarmouth, have to give it to a sensitivity editor, and she never called us back. We could never find her again, and she quit. And so we
She
just put
didn't
the book
exist.
out. No, there was. It was a famous one, and she was a big editor, and she refused to respond after
Wow.
we sent it to her.
But then it got published.
Yeah.
So then it was fine. It was
I
all
had a great editor, Jonathan Galassi, who had faith in his own filth.
Maybe she was like, if I were to impose sensitivity on this, it would lose what makes it special. So
They
why would
never
I
think
do that?
that way.
They never think
Well,
that
they wouldn't have a job.
Yeah. And now a quick break from our sponsor, Vital Proteins.
And it is vital. Collagen peptides is a wellness supplement that supports healthy hair, skin, nails, bones, and joints.
When we hit 30, our body's collagen production starts to drop. And that's when Vital Proteins steps in.
Their iconic blue tub is everywhere. People love Vital Proteins, in part because it's so easy.
Just mix it into your coffee, tea, or smoothie, and you're good to go.
Right now, you can get 20% off your next order by going to vitalproteins.com and using promo code Las Culturistas 20 at checkout.
Huge thanks again to our sponsor, Vital Proteins.
These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
One thing, because just to speak on the intimacy coordinator, did you use it for Fire Island? I used one for Fire
really,
Island.
no.
But my thing was like a thing where I was like, the character was drugged and in a sexual situation. So then it became a thing of like, she was just kind of like administering like safety on it. But I do think like it's wildly different when it comes to like, it depends what your film is depicting.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like the intimacy coordinator, I hear the conversation about it happening. And I think it's a really fascinating conversation to hear when you speak to filmmakers like who have been working for a long, long time, this sort of like confusion towards it. And now it's so industry standard that I just wonder how that rubs with people that have been working.
I hated filming sex scenes. I never liked it. It's embarrassing.
Because it's awkward?
To me, it is.
Yeah.
You know, like do this. You know, I just want to make them comfortable. But I mean, in Pink Flamingo's Divine really gives head.
Yeah. Was that real?
Yeah.
Wow.
And to a straight guy, and he started laughing. They were friends. He didn't even get hard.
Yeah.
You know, but he had to yell, "Do my balls, mama," one of the rudest lines in the movie.
Rudest.
Do my balls, mama.
Imagine the intimacy coordinator on that. Do you mind saying that?
Yeah. So
And
when
I did
how
my
I would say it is. Yeah.
Go ahead.
No.
Oh,
No, I
I
was
thought
being,
you were going to give me a line reading. Right.
I
Do a
probably
line
could-
reading.
It's just do my balls in the last word. I
Mama.
just want to
Well, he
land,
is-
mama.
Yeah.
Do my balls, mama.
Good. I did my audio books of all my screenplays came up, and I play every role in all 6
Good.
movies. So and I had to yell, "Do my balls, mama." I'd look over at the technician thinking, Jesus, I hope they were prepared for this. Because when you're reading your own book and it's dirty, it's more mortifying. It sounds filthier when you read it out loud than when you write it or read it.
But and then like with that much time passing, you're like,
Yeah,
oh,
I know.
I didn't realize. At the
I know. Well,
time.
certainly those lines. You can't, like now, I can say fuck on national network television, but I can't say fat on PBS.
And which would you rather say?
Both.
Fat fuck.
Both, of course. Fat
He'd rather
fuck.
say fat fuck on Fox.
Yeah.
Okay, so Mr. Know-It-All, I think, was that where you coined Filth Elder?
Maybe. I don't remember. Yeah, I did call myself that, but I did not call myself the Pope of Trash. William Burroughs.
William Burroughs did.
And all those other titles the press made up. The only thing I ever called myself was a Filth Elder, which is not exactly bragging.
But do you love Pope of Trash?
Sure, because
That's
William
great.
Burroughs said it. It's
Yeah.
like being anointed from God.
Of
Yeah.
course. I
These
have
are-
that shirt too. I have the John Waters Pope of Trash shirt.
Wait till you
Great
see the
honor.
new stuff we have.
There's
Have
new
you seen the
stuff.
cum rags, the John Waters cum rags? I'm the only celebrity cum rag. And we have
Not
puke
for
bags.
long. I'll
I'm
get
the
in
only
there.
celebrity cum rag.
And puke bags we have, all through Seth Bogart's company, and he did these, but we have a whole new line. Wait till you see what we got coming out soon.
I framed the puke bags from the 50th anniversary screening of Pink Flamingos from P-Town.
Yeah, we were in P-Town for that.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's where we met.
That's where we met, and that was that was one of my favorite nights. It was my first time in P-Town.
Yeah.
We were seeing the 50th anniversary of Pink Flamingos.
They were showing Fire Island at the film
They were
Yeah,
festival.
it was Fire On. We
Yeah.
saw, yeah.
Yeah.
But Filth Elder, do you feel like there are Filth proteges? Do you feel like there are apprentices?
Sure. I mean, there's young people that don't imitate me. They're the ones that do. I don't like it. I don't like the work. So they're just trying to be shocking without being funny or
Yeah.
witty.
Yes.
No
Yeah.
But there's
insight.
certainly young filmmakers that surprise me. They're mostly French, like Gaspar Noé and Bruno Dumont and all these kind of young filmmakers that are. I love Eddington. I loved SURREAL. Did you see that movie? The Spanish movie? It is so good. So I'm just saying, there's still great movies out there, definitely.
Yes, but none have this kind of like, I don't know. There's just a good-heartedness to all your films. Is that fair to
Yes,
say?
I think I made fun of things I loved my whole life, not that I hated. And maybe that's why, including I started by making fun of myself by calling my films trash epics and everything.
You know, I think that's one of the things that immediately. So one of the we asked this question: what was the culture that made you say culture was for you? And one of my answers to that is I was 10 years old and my parents took me to see Hairspray on Broadway. And Good Morning Baltimore. I think that what jumped out about it the most for me was the fact that she was so joyously singing about and playing in her world of filth.
Yeah. Even when
There's
she's
the
getting
flasher
flashed.
who lives
Yeah,
next
yeah.
door.
I played
the
the
rats
flasher
and the movie.
in Adam Shankman.
Yep.
Typecast.
Perfect. But there is something about that. it's one of the things I think is the most unfortunate things in the world is people who take themselves seriously. And so
Or preach at
watching
other
her
people.
just immediately eschew all of that, but she loved her life and she was so self-confident. She was so proud of the place she came from, even though it was garbage, you know, and in that way it then wasn't garbage, and she saw hope in it and she saw possibility and future in it, and she just went for it. That, I think, it being made into a musical and then into a movie musical, that message keeps getting delivered to
you
kids,
can't
and it's
screw it up.
important.
You can't screw up Hairspray, even a bad version of it.
No, yeah.
Because the characters, Tracy stands for anybody ever that was hassled for being different in any kind of way, who takes what they were hassled by, exaggerates it, and wins.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you can do. If they use something against you, own it, grab it, say, yes, I am, and then make it worse.
It takes a long time to learn that, though. And I feel like, you know, her, like that it's just an important thing. It's like that thing that makes you different is what makes you special. That's like the twee way of saying it, but it's that you said
twee,
it.
I haven't heard that term in a while.
Yeah,
Oh, we love saying
I
twee.
like it too. Can you speak that way though? There's a whole language called something.
You know, I'm
Simon
so
Doonan can
allergic
do it.
to it, but like I'm sure we could do it. We could get all twee with each other.
It's
John
more
Waters.
English.
John Waters' films really break the mold of what's
Legitimately.
acceptable. Like it's that kind of like, I don't know, and we do that all the time. We're guilty of that in earnest, but like we love to make fun of it too. I think that's like that's us making fun of ourselves the way that you were making.
Well,
fun
it's
of yourself.
important to do that. Yeah.
We are not twee. I am gonna reject this.
No, I don't think you are either.
No.
Thank you so much.
I feel like the beatnik thing though is what developed good taste for you. And so then you learned the rules, and then you were able to revel in bad taste.
Well, I was able to realize like a dirty T-shirt could be great, not bad. That I don't know. It was beatniks outraged people at the time when they came out, and it was the first thing I saw rebellion that I wanted to do. I always say the first record you buy as a child, no matter how young, that your parents hate, that's the beginning of the soundtrack of your life.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
What a terrible thing to like your children's music. That stunts your child. If you say, "Oh, I love that record,"
You're
they're
like,
gonna keep
damn.
finding one until you hate it.
You're so right.
It's true.
You're so right. And I think that bad taste or good taste, whatever side it falls on, is just compensating for like the thing that you were lacking. Maybe.
I was drilled good taste, and you have to learn those rules to make fun of bad taste.
Yeah.
And so I thank my parents for that.
Like, how did that show up for your parents? Like, they were like, this is how you wear.
Oh my God! My mother thought you should die if you wore white shoes after Labor Day.
Like in
She
Really?
was right. I'm still right wing on that.
You're
can't
right wing
wear-
on white after Labor
It
Day.
is. You can't wear velvet before Thanksgiving. You can't wear patent leather before Easter. I believe you should die if you do this.
Like in Serial Mom. Who was that actress who was also in Crybaby? Like the woman, the juror who gets murdered in Serial
Patty
Mom?
Hearst.
That's Patty Hearst,
Yeah,
of course.
yeah,
Oh my
yeah,
gosh.
yeah.
Just fashions changed.
No, it hasn't. Yeah.
Kills her.
Yeah, I know.
Kills
And
her.
Patty really takes that hit well. Even Kathleen said, better than any stunt woman I've ever worked with.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
It really did.
But I think this is so like I was like reading something about like how bad taste shows up, and it's in these cultures. I'm just gonna throw these out there. People can come for me, but it's like between like Russian gaudiness and like some kinds of Asian gaudiness, like Saudi gaudiness. Like these are all from
It's hair hoppers. People that spend too much time on their hair without
Ironing.
without irony, and act rich when they're not.
because they're
Show
cult-
labels.
Yes.
And look the same as everybody with no iron.
Hair hopper.
That's a hair hopper. You shouldn't. Swiss people know how to be rich. You hide it.
Yeah.
because it's coming from like in, let's say, like in all these parts of the world that I just kind of rattled off. It's like because they were coming from like desolate, really, really just austere places, right? Where like, oh, you didn't have the nice, you had no idea, you had no access to anything
Or
good.
maybe the tyranny of good taste they never grew up with. That is a sort of an American or British thing.
which is what you
Very
grew up with
British.
your parents.
Yeah.
This tyrannical sense of like, this is what you have to do.
Well, they were very opinionated on it, and they taught me what was right and wrong, and I'm not sorry they did. I still use a lot of the stuff that they taught me.
Yeah.
But yet, they were horrified by the movies I made right up to the end, but they supported me doing it. They were, which is amazing. And my parents had a happy 70-year marriage, so I give them great credit.
Wow.
And then that also expands your palette in terms of like I think I got my first like sort of written sense of like Comme des Garçons, like Rei Kawakubo stuff from Role Models, where I was like, oh yeah, like you still have this appreciation for like the current fashion. Do you still go to metal shows?
Yeah, I went to see Nine Inch Nails just recently.
We went to
just
Nine Inch
saw them
Noise.
too.
I saw them in
Nine Inch
L.A.
Noise.
at Anaheim.
Oh, wasn't it fabulous?
The audience is really. I just like looking at the audience at all these shows.
It's
That
wild.
was good. Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
It was like it's time for faggots to love Nine Inch Nails again.
Oh, I go to heavy metal a lot. I just like to look at the kids.
What are you looking for? What, like because you're observing
Something
right?
new, some new thing, and I just think they look great and they're having fun. And I'm always the oldest person there. Ever since William Burroughs died, I'm the oldest person at these events.
Yeah.
And not that I'm the same, but he was always the oldest and it went anywhere.
Yeah.
And so, no, I just like to see the energy of it.
Yeah.
I like to see. I hate old people like my age that say we had more fun. No, you didn't.
No,
you
you
just
didn't.
don't know what's going on.
Yeah. Fun adapted.
I would have been a hacker. I would have been a hacker.
Except
Except they have bad clothes. They have poor posture.
Yeah.
They're just hunched over the computer.
Hackers should be using those the standing desks with the treadmill they walk on.
Yeah,
You're just going to
exactly.
do great, hackers.
Yeah.
so hacker clothes like you can't do.
That's normcore.
Because there's no clay on the table for you to molder in.
No, there's no rebellion look for a hacker because you got to blend in. And
Yeah.
when you're out, you don't want to get in the dark web. You don't dress for it.
What do you think of like the people still debating what camp is now?
That they're old queens. That the last movie they saw was Rita Hayworth. I don't know anybody that would say the word camp.
Yeah, you don't say it.
No, that word was over after Susan Sontag wrote about
Yeah,
it. It was
yeah,
like
yeah.
sitting in an antique store under a Tiffany lampshade talking about Betty Grable movies.
Holy moly! You
Then
hate
it became camp became, I don't know, trash. Then it became filth. Now it's just American humor.
Yeah, now it's just
Right.
Met
It's
Gala.
It's just funny.
Yeah.
Like your stuff will always be singular. It will never be like even as I'm wearing merch, even as you're at the academy, even as it's being like institutionally recognized, it will always have this like this fingerprint of like this
It's
is
worse
fucked up.
now.
You think it's worse now?
Oh, yes, because of political correctness.
Yeah,
you can't
yeah,
even say happy birthday, fatso. You can't say that anymore. Like the stuff in there, you can't say any of the shit. It's worse than it ever was, and yet still nobody gets mad.
Have you heard about this movie, The Drama, with Zendaya and
Oh, I'm
Robert
dying to
Pattinson?
see it though.
Yeah,
I
it's
think you'd love
interesting.
it. I
Yeah.
think you'd love it. I think there's a lot
I'm a
of
big fan of him,
He's wonderful.
and he takes chances in all movies.
Yes, he does.
He does. And
No, I'm dying to see it. Isn't it the same? Didn't Ari Aster executive produce
He
it?
did.
And I
He did.
love Ari Aster.
Yeah. I was
But
gonna say.
remember the movie about Sleeping Dogs Lie, where the girl tells her boyfriend everybody's playing Tell the Truth, and she says she blew her dog, and then what happens? This is the same kind of genre.
It's the same conceit where
I know the secret. Don't tell.
Yeah.
but in that way, she like confesses to this deep dark secret,
yeah.
right? And it's about like gun violence and it's
No, I know what it's about. I'm dying to see it. That's the next movie I'm paying to see.
But
Yeah.
I think about Female Trouble all the time, where Divine literally shoots up the audience.
Well, Who Wants to Die for Art? That's so politically incorrect after that happened for real.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That puts it in a whole different
that's really what it
weirdness.
is.
Yeah.
I almost
But no one ever complained
Yeah.
about that.
I've literally like 10 years ago, you could make gun violence jokes. We would do it like back at like UCB and stuff. Like when we were doing sketch comedy, like there would be. It was maybe this is just young people doing comedy and sketch comedy and like doing what they think was funny. But a common thing was for a gun to come out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I put
Nowadays,
one up Mink's ass in Desperate Living. I cringe at that.
it would make people nervous now.
Made people nervous then.
Yeah,
Made people
really nervous now though that it's like it could
No, even
likely will happen.
Even the Pink Flamingos thing with Divine with the gun. Sometimes they exit out and stuff.
Really?
Well, because it's
literally triggering.
And everybody and the politicians in Baltimore always say, "How can we make this city better?" I said, "Don't just put out a bumper sticker, The Wire. It's still like that."
And that's supposed to make it better.
Well, you
have to create your own reality.
Let me tell you, The Wire in Japan, they love it. And
Really?
It's internationally one of the most known and loved things about Baltimore. It's one of the best TV shows ever now.
Yeah.
So why do we hide that?
Why do we hide that? I mean, do you know if your movies play in Japan?
Oh, I've been there with them.
And they love it there.
Yeah, they're great.
Oh, they must
Pecker
do.
was a huge hit because they love Eddie Furlong. They love hairless, androgynous men.
Yes. They do.
Leonardo to them is, so Sylvester Stallone, they would so gag. Like the Bears, they don't get that.
There's a very specific subculture of bears in Japan. They have eagles. They have multiple eagle locations.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the eagle's everywhere.
You're right.
There's
right,
just
right.
not a young person ever in one.
Oh.
Because
No,
S&M
it was
does look
a different
stupid on
vibe.
young people.
You think so?
Yeah.
What do you make of pups? Of these?
What do you make of pups?
Of these twinks who go around? I mean, they're not all twinks.
Lock them up. No, I'm just kidding.
Like the rest of the dogs.
Adult babies, lock those fuckers up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't get it, but you can be whatever you want. But however, aren't plushies lesbians?
I'm not
A
sure.
lot.
I think
don't
they can
get
be
that
anything.
either. But I went to plushie night accidentally once in the Eagle in Baltimore, and it was mostly lesbians. And I thought, I didn't know that. It was like,
And plushies are different from furries.
no, I think it's the same.
It's the same.
Who wants to get dressed up like a fucking stuffed animal and have sex? It's too hot.
It's so warm, yeah. But then I think probably something else takes over in the brain
I
that
guess.
it's satisfying where you don't think about how it's hot. You only think about how it's satisfying.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
There's some things that lose me. Adult babies, when I see them, and their fag hags are called mommies, and they nurse them. And if you're sitting in a bouncy chair at 60, weighing 100, 200 pounds, lock them up. I ain't marching for them.
No
Yeah,
one's
no.
marching for them.
Yeah, some people are.
Some people
The
are.
rights of
and that's
adult
good.
babies, not me.
Well, have you watched, have you checked in on, I guess the closest thing to the chaos, like Euphoria? Have you watched any of Euphoria?
I haven't, and I should.
You're fine.
You're fine.
Like, but we're dealing with adult baby stuff on Euphoria
Oh, I
this
know.
season.
Yeah, I read all about the shows, and I don't know.
I do the same thing,
Yeah.
and I'll check in on clips, and I'll be like, okay, this is what's happening. But there was some scene last night in Euphoria where I was watching it for a second, and then I was like, this kind of feels like a John Waters movie. It's like, Jacob Elordi getting the shit kicked out of him by the mob, and Sydney Sweeney has a bloody nose, just her huge tits in her wedding gown, just like sobbing, like, what's happening? And I'm like, there's something here spiritually.
That feels like one of your movies.
I guess. But were you laughing?
I was laughing because I wasn't. I didn't have it in context. I don't know if I'm supposed to be laughing at home. I don't know what I'm supposed to feel anymore watching the show, which I think is an issue.
Well, maybe
But,
that's why people are talking about it. Yeah.
I think you're probably right. Yeah.
I think it's time.
It's time. Okay, so this is what else must be on your board there. We're
Well,
gonna
I
do.
was
I don't
told
think so,
I had
honey.
homework. I had two
Oh yeah.
particular things.
See, I hate being a podcast that gives homework, but it is fun homework. You know what I
that's
mean?
fine.
It's
That's
good
fine.
homework.
Yeah. So this is. I
The
don't think
worst
so,
is
honey.
when you give it and they don't prepare.
It happens all the time.
Who did the worst?
The worst. I don't think so,
Oh.
honey. Ever. Probably us at some
No,
point.
we bomb every week. We really do.
I don't think that's true. And well, now I watch when I bomb.
No, watch when I bomb.
Anyway, this is I don't think so, honey. It's going to be a 1 minute segment. It's going to bomb or it's going to not. It's going to be
this
what it
said
is.
1 minute. Do you mean I have to talk fast like the ads of the side effects at the end of a drug ad on the radio?
Don't feel pressured to do that, but if you could,
All right.
Here, we're gonna
We'll
gonna
go
model
first.
it for you first.
All right.
And then you're
It
gonna
might go a little longer.
choose your own event.
That's
and
okay.
That's fine. All right. So I do have something. It's been a struggle. I had this on the brain for a while, and I feel like I actually haven't taken to the mic on this. So this is a good opportunity.
Here we go. We're breaking new ground. This
Yeah.
is Matt Rogers. I don't think so, honey. His time starts now.
I don't think so, honey. You can't buy any medication you want at the CVS because it's behind the fucking lockbox. Get real. I need Mucinex D so it cannot work on me. By the way, also, I don't think so, honey. Mucinex D. They said there's meth in this. Fuck off. Like, is that why it's behind the glass? Because there's meth in it?
You can make meth with it.
Okay, that's ridiculous because I'm taking it. It's not even helping me get not sick. Like, it's not going to create meth. Every time I'm in the CVS or the Walgreens, have to ring the fucking bell. They take their
seconds.
sweet time getting over here. Now you can't even get toothpaste. Can you make meth from toothpaste? Because you would think I am really having a hard time when I go into any store and I'm like, why can't I get this? Oh, because if the wrong person came in here and got
15
it,
seconds.
they're going to create meth with it. I don't think so, honey. By the way, I've been not sick for 2 weeks, but having whatever's going on here for 2 weeks. Mucinex D, I guess they have to increase the meth in there because it's not working on me. Claritin, is there enough meth in that? I can't get enough meth to get me not sick. I don't think so, honey. Just let me have the fucking medication that I need.
And that's 1 minute.
Plus, you have to check out yourself.
This is what I'm saying. Like, I need your help to come get me the product, and then you're of no help when I'm checking out.
I know.
What the hell?
And they act mad. I thought, if I didn't act, you won't have a job. You should be glad I don't.
Well, by the way, there's only 3 people working in there at any given time. So this is the battle of the machines.
Ever done meth?
Maybe not. I shot diet pills once, though.
How did that
You
go?
got old shit. Oh, it was horrible. Big black bubble was in my arm. Don't ever.
Oh my God.
I did crazy shit when I was young, but I never got into it that much. I never liked shooting up. It was like, but I had good veins.
He did meth one time on accident.
I did almost everything else. When I stopped taking drugs was ecstasy, a drug that makes you love everybody. That's not a high for me.
See, I love it. I can't get enough
I
of
would
it.
hate it.
You would hate it.
In a cuddle pile. Can you picture me in one?
No, don't stay away from ketamine then.
Oh, I wouldn't do that one either.
No,
you
it's
just
bad.
drink water all the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the ketamine, that will get you barnacling on someone that you're like, I don't even like you that much. but here I am.
It's what you got to do.
You ready?
I'm ready. Do
Okay.
you need my phone?
Oh, no, I have my own phone
Okay.
for it. All right, so this will be Bowen Yang's I Don't Think So, Honey. And get this, if I can get my thing up. Where is there we
Here
go.
it is.
This is Bowen Yang's I Don't Think So, Honey. His time starts now.
I don't think so, honey. The distance between the beach and the main drag in Provincetown. This is why I will always still gravitate towards Fire Island, despite the way it changes year to year, despite the crowds. You never know where you're gonna get. P-Town represents wonderful stability and wonderful community, and yet, if you want to sunbathe in any sort of respectable fashion, you got to go to the public pool. I love a public pool, but sometimes even that gets a little too crowded.
Seconds.
Yes, I do, John Waters. I don't love riding a bicycle, especially given my family history with bicycles. 3 different generations of bike accidents. I'm not going to chance it. There's a curse on the Yang family. So that's why
15.
I will never really get it up, in a sense, to go to the beach in Provincetown. And you never know where you're gonna get weather-wise, and there's just shit in the sand because the artists and residents are taking dumps in on the beach. I'm just assuming that's what's happening, but I feel like that is that's the main sort of obstacle I have with P-Town.
And that's 1 minute. Why don't you just go to the small beach on Commercial?
It's right on the Bay Beach. Is right there.
Yeah, go to the Bay Beach.
That doesn't count.
Well, you
wanna
can't
go
say
to
there's
the Boy
no
Beach where you have to walk across the dunes with all the bicycles and all that.
That feels like a real beach to me.
Well, that's because people are having sex.
But that's not even the appeal.
All right.
How you get a real beach? Are people having sex on it? They're not doing that at the Bay Beach.
They're not doing that at the Bay Beach. I do, as I get older, love P-Town more and more over Fire Island.
There's no way it can compete. First of all, in P-Town, you have restaurants. Just that alone. You don't have restaurants.
No.
Well, there's a couple.
There's a couple.
I mean, there's food.
Yeah.
There's not restaurants. Like if you go to Cherry Grove, you can get your restaurants.
Right.
Which is where you'll be when you go, right?
I
You'll
played
be at
both the other place too, in the Pines.
You do both. You do both.
It's nice. But you are not going anywhere near the Belvedere.
I remember that place forever. I've stayed there a couple times. It was very, very kind of like Pink Narcissus. That movie.
Yeah.
Yes. It is fantastic in that way, literally, where it feels like you're in a fantasy.
I would think you'd love it.
But can you picture me in the baths? I've never gone to the baths in my life. Walking around a towel is not how I do well.
I feel like you'd go dressed just like this.
I would. But
Yeah.
that was the problem.
So what? You're you. You can do whatever you want.
But I'm trying to blend in between shows.
That's right. That's right. All right, John.
All right.
Are you ready?
I'm going to talk fast.
Okay, this is John Waters. I Don't Think So, Honey. His time starts now.
I can't stand the way some people talk. I hate it when actors use the word journey. That's not a fucking journey. Winning the Spirit Award, escaping from Ukraine is. I hate airlines when they say your flight is canceled because of weather. There's always weather. You mean bad weather. Or when the MPA say rated X for language. There's always language. When you talk about a silent film, I hate actors who say they're humble. We'll go down the S&M bar and get it, shut up and get smacked around. I hate people who say surreal if you're talking about Dolly. All right, not some boring thing in your daily life. I hate it when weathermen say wind chill and heat index. That bullshit words. I hate when gay people say, this is my lover. Who are you, Lady Chatterley? I hate it also when gay people say to me, hey, girl that I don't know, excuse me, do I look like a girl? I guess it failed getting dressed this morning.
15 seconds.
And people say, are you a top or a bottom? It's not a political party. I'm independent. And worst of all, when people say, can I take your picture? No, my picture is home with Kool-Aid in it.
That's 1 minute.
Wow, thank God. That was just about modern life, and I love it.
Did I hit the minute?
You
hit
did.
the exact
In fact, you were at
minute.
56 seconds, and the slapping down of the paper was the final 4. All right. We love.
Picture.
I hate it. I've heard newsmen say that. Look at this picture. Oh my God, you should be fired.
You should be
People
fired.
say that's a regional thing. No, it's not. It's stupid.
I was just
Ready? I'm an idiot at Pizza. I'm coming up to you. Oh my God, hey girl, it is surreal to see you. Can we have a picture?
I hate when people say, oh God.
It is
And since
surreal to see you, girl. I need a picture.
Hey girl, a little too familiar.
How long would you have to know someone for them to call you girl?
Never. Do I look, if I fail getting dressed today?
Sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Hi, King. What if someone called you King?
Better than girl.
Yeah, I guess so.
Zaddio. No, that's what they call old people.
Zaddio.
Yeah, Zaddio. Oh.
Zaddio is interesting. I like
Old
Zaddio.
chickens make good soup. That's what my friend Pat Moran, when she dated an older man, her mom said that.
Old chickens make good soup?
Yeah.
What is that supposed to mean?
Like when you're old and young people go after you, say, yeah, old chickens make good soup.
Yeah.
What's the soup? Cum?
No, it's just
Girl,
tender.
you are sick and disturbed.
Tender.
Yeah.
Tender.
Old chickens make good soup. It means you want to bathe around in their broth.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I guess old people do. Old chickens make good stuff.
He wants some old people soup.
I want old people
Crazy
soup.
cannibal ass.
Yeah. Well, John Waters, the star of Kevin on Amazon Prime. On
One
Prime
of
Video.
the stars. I'm not the star.
I think you're
Aubrey
the
Plaza
star.
also involved.
Whoopi Goldberg.
Oh, the whoops.
The whoops. John Waters. Any parting words of wisdom?
I don't know that I would ever preach to anybody. I want to hear your words of wisdom of things that would make me nervous if you're younger than me.
Are you prompting us right now?
Yes.
What would make you nervous?
Oh my God. What would make you nervous? It sounds like I think you should feel completely liberated or whatever about talking about this this idea of like political correctness. I feel like that's the thing that makes everybody nervous. And yet I feel like you've probably earned a place where you can just sort of, you've seen it all, you've done it all, you've shocked everybody up and down. Like, I think you don't have to be nervous about anything.
But I make fun of the rules that we live by, not our parents. I make fun of the liberals' rules.
Yes.
And now there are more rules than my parents had.
Oh, trust me, we understand.
Yeah.
We do.
We understand that completely.
I have a thing. Okay, so on every episode, we end with a song. Mm-hmm. So you're going to do that this time. You're going to end this episode with a song.
Hey, hey, set me free. Stupid Cupid, stop fucking with me.
Las Culturistas is a production by Will Ferrell's Big Money Players and iHeartRadio podcasts.
Created and hosted by Matt Rogers and Bowen Yang. Executive produced by Anna Hosnier and produced by Becca Ramos.
Edited and mixed by Doug Bain.
And our music is by Henry Kapersky.